Howdy folks, and welcome back to War Thunder with a mighty Jingles. Patch 1.29 is out, yay! For those of you who are still struggling with the download, because it does take a while, or maybe you're sitting at work sneaking some crafty YouTube time in while the boss isn't looking, this is what you've got to look forward to. First of all, there's been some slight interface changes, so you might find that your hangar isn't looking quite the way you remember it. The menus at the top, they're all pretty much in the same place. They've just been, moved around a little. For example, they're still at the top of the screen. There's your friends list. There's your private message window, and if you're me, it looks like that. And there's your event log with, battles, economics, and so on and so on and so on. All the good stuff. Player profiles up there. Bang, there you go. Your amount of credits, your amount of gold, how long your premium lasts for, and there's the shop at the top. This War Thunder thing here doesn't actually do anything, it's just there to look pretty. Now, the biggest changes are down here at the bottom. Your research tab is now over on this side of the screen. Ding, there you go. And your battle button has been changed and streamlined. Get back up there, you. Right, so here you go. Now, instead of having to press two buttons to get into a battle, now you just do it all from the one tab. So you can choose arcade battles, historical battles, full real battles, select which country you want, and it'll tell you when you select what types of missions are available. There you go, ground strike, air domination. Operations is literally, it's just ground strike, but on more realistic difficulty settings. So for example, if you were to select historical battles, ground strike becomes operations, and that's literally all that is. Choose which server you want to play on, and so on and so on. It tells you how many players, how many battles, how many people are waiting for battle, the average waiting time. It's all there. You can also invite people to a squad from this one tab, so that's all good stuff. Now, what I recommend you all do, because there's a lot of stuff happened in the background that is not going to be immediately apparent. Once this thing is installed and you're ready to go and you're sitting looking at this screen, pop up your research tree, get yourself a drink, maybe a snack, because you're going to be sitting here for a while. Because what they've done is they've reduced the cost, the amount of XP that you need to grind on various different aircraft to get the unlocks for them. Unlocks like, for example, here's the Brits. There you go, the modifications, new engine, air resistance, and so on and so on. The costs have been reduced significantly, and I found when I went through my research trees, all sorts of aircraft suddenly had a new engine unlocked, or suddenly had the polished fuselage unlocked. So you just literally need to go through and buy them all. So that's one thing you're going to need to do. The other thing, and this is what is catching a lot of people out because they just don't understand the abbreviations, is, for example, let's find something that I do actually have. There we go, my Mark 1 Fury. Different ammunition types. Now, these are all, again, unlocks, and you require experience in order to unlock them. So, as you can see, in my Mark 1 Fury, I have 14,400 experience earned on that, which allowed me to unlock these different ammunition choices in the first shell rack. Now, depending on what kind of weapons you have installed on the aircraft, you're going to have different shell racks. So, those aircraft that just have machine guns, you're only going to see the one shell rack. The aircraft that have machine guns and cannons, you're going to see two different choices of shell racks for the different ammo loads that you're going to load into the machine guns and into the cannons. This example, Hawk Fury Mark 1 only has two 30 caliber machine guns, so you only have to worry about the one. And it's not that expensive at first. 30 credits to unlock omni-purpose ammunition, 60 credits to unlock T-bullets, 80 credits to unlock stealth attack bullets. What does this mean? Well, here we go. What these abbreviations mean. Here we go. Omnipurpose ammunition belt, T, AP, HE, and I bullets. What the hell is that? Well, all this means is T is tracer, AP is armor piercing, HE, high explosive, and I, incendiary. For those of you who don't know what incendiary is, incendiary ammunition sets things on fire. Simple as that. And what that means is that when the armourer loads the ammunition belt, he will put one tracer bullet, followed by one armour-piercing bullet, followed by one high-explosive bullet, followed by one incendiary bullet, and then he'll go back to the start, and the next bullet again will be tracer, AP, HE, incendiary, and again, until he's loaded the full ammunition belt of 1,200 rounds, in the case of the Hawker Fury. And that's what that is. So T bullets is literally, it's just a different load of ammunition. So unlocking this one means that your ammunition belt will be loaded with armor piercing and then 3 incendiary, and then armor piercing, 3 incendiary, armor piercing, 3 incendiary, and so on and so on. Stealth attack just means there's no tracer. Stealth attack for the Fury Mark 1 is high explosive, 3 armor piercing, and then 1 incendiary, and then that pattern is repeated until the full ammunition belt of 1200 rounds is loaded for the guns. One other thing that you're going to notice is this new feature here for gold. The talisman was always there to double any experience earned on that aircraft. This is a new one, backup plane. What that allows you to do, and only in arcade battles, is decide that, right, I really like my Hawker Fury, and if it gets shot down, I want to fly it again in the next arcade battle. And for 10 gold, that's exactly what you can do. Designate it as a backup plane, fly it twice, fly it, get it shot down, fly it again, have it available to choose as an aircraft to fly twice in your next arcade battle. And that's something new that you're going to see on every aircraft. Now, that doesn't seem very expensive. 30 lions, yeah, easy. 60 lions, easy. 80. But this is a reserve aircraft. It starts to get a lot more expensive as things go up. So, for example, if you look at the Mark 9 Spitfire, which is rank 10, so that's sitting right in the middle of the ranks because they go up to 20. If you look at the Mark 9 Spitfire, 14,000 credits to load the omni-purpose ammunition belt for the 20mm cannon in the second shell rack. The Mark 9 Spitfire has machine guns and cannons, so it's got 2 shell racks. Omni-purpose ammo, 14,000 credits for the machine guns. Another 14,000 credits for the cannons. But hello, what's this? Ground targets. Oh, and again, that's just with omni-purpose for the 20mm. It's high explosive incendiary, semi-armor piercing incendiary, armor piercing and tracer, repeated. For the ground targets, it's lots and lots of armor piercing, 1 high explosive incendiary, 1 tracer. So it's just different choices of how the ammunition is loaded into the guns. You can see here, I haven't unlocked this one yet. That requires 110,000 XP. And that's for stealth attack, which is just armor piercing, and incendiary. Same here for the cannons. That is going to start to get real expensive the further up you go. Let's have a look at the Gloucester Meteor. Stealth attack ammo for the 20mm cannons on the Gloucester Meteor costs 140,000 credits to load. Or to unlock. That's probably the best way of looking at it. So this is going to start to get, even the cheap stuff, cheap stuff is 47,000 credits. So there's a lot more to spend your money on. Moving on, what else has changed? Well, there are new aircraft that have been thrown in. So we're going to start with the Americans because, in fact, where are we? There are 2 new American aircraft, and there's one of them, the B-25J-1 Mitchell. And this has been a lot of people, in many of the comments, especially when I did my roundup of the American aircraft, they're like, oh, there's no B-25s. Well, yeah, there are 2 of them now, the B-25J1 and the B-25J20. One at rank 7, one at rank 9. And these things they couldn't be more American if they tried. They're just made of guns and bombs. This thing at rank 7, look at this. This thing has 5 machine guns in the front. It has 3 turrets with 50 caliber machine guns. It has 2 turrets with dual 50 caliber machine guns. Look at it. Look at that. There's a turret in the nose. Right, okay. There's a turret at the top with 2 machine guns. There's a turret at the back with 2 machine guns. There's a side turret there. There's a side turret there. And it's got 5 machine guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machine guns sticking out of the nose. And it carries bombs. This thing couldn't be more American if it tried. The rank 9 one is even worse. It's got 6 machine guns pointing out the front. This thing is ridiculous. So there you go. 2 new B-25s. The Germans get a lot of new aircraft. This isn't all just about the Japanese bombers. The Germans get all sorts of new attack aircraft. I'm never quite sure how to pronounce this. I always think it's Dornier, but that sounds more French than German. But these DO-217s, Dornier 217s, these are new twin-engined attack aircraft, and they're kind of like the ME-410s, but they're just lower rank. So armament, what have we got? Four 30 caliber machine guns and 4 20mm cannons in the nose. Oh yeah, that's basically it's a German bow fighter. There's 2 available at rank 6. There's 1 at rank 7. They're pretty much the same. But the Germans also have some new bombers. Again, more Dorniers. There's 1 at rank 11, 1 at rank 12, 2 at rank 14. Just because there was a big old gap in the German bomber line, you got to rank 10 with the HE-111, H-16, and then bang, nothing until rank 20. So there's some more medium bombers for the Germans as well. Who's next? Oh, the Russians. The Russians don't actually seem to have anything new. If they have, I can't really tell what it is. The only thing that's really changed with the Russians, as far as I can tell, is the Catalina is now rank 3 instead of rank 1. So no more trolling reserve games with your Catalinas, I'm afraid. End of an era right there. Moving on to the British. Only one thing new for the British, really, and that's this thing here, the Meteor F8. It's a slightly less crap version of the existing Gloucester Meteors. You can see what it looks like here. Basically, it's got a lengthened fuselage. It's got more thrust in the engines. It's faster. It's just, you know, it's slightly less crap than the existing Gloucester Meteors. And that, of course, brings us on to the Japanese. And with the Japanese, it's all about the 2 new heavy bombers, the G5N1 at rank 13 and the G8N1 at rank 16. And this is kind of bizarre. If you look at this one, the Shinzan, 4-engine bomber, ooh, and you look at the initial bomb load and you think, whoa, hang on, 24 50-kilo bombs. The Japanese have done it again, crappy bomb loads. Well, not exactly. That's the default loadout. Without having to get a single point of experience on this aircraft, you can also unlock 250 kilo bombs, 12 of them. So that's fantastic. So and it's a no-brainer, really. 25 50 kilos or half as many, 5 times as powerful bombs. I'll go for the 250 kilos, thank you very much. And there's the unlocks, and as you can see, you get these pylons here and 4 1,000 kilo bombs. Finally, Japanese bombers with a big bomb load. So there you go. There's the Shinzan at rank, what is it, 13, and then a new one there at rank 16 as well. So good stuff. Now, one of the things that I have noticed is they've messed around with the economy, and what they've done is it is pretty welcome. Where's one of the aircraft I'm always complaining about? There we go, P-47D, the Jug. This thing took forever to repair and cost an absolute fortune. If you're gonna use free repairs, you had to wait something like 4 days to get it. You could fly this thing once every 4 days, which was absurd. And if you had automatic repairs or you wanted to pay to repair, it was going to cost you anything up to 14,000 credits. It was just ridiculous. Well, they've slashed the prices of all of the repairs, and they've dramatically reduced. I mean, that's gone down. It still takes a while. 1 day, 18 hours if you want to repair it for free, with maximum repair rank. But now it only costs at the most 6,000 credits to get this thing back into service. So that's welcome. But they've done that across the board for all of them. The P40E that I'm sitting there waiting for that thing to repair, maximum repair cost for that is now 420 credits. That's trifling. So yeah. However, what they have done is they've kind of counterbalanced that with what do they call it? There we go, crew training cost. Now, this is going to start to get really expensive. The actual prices of the aircraft and what it costs to put them into service seems to have gone up a lot. So I've just hit rank 17 with the British Air Force, which means I can now fly 2 jets, the Sea Meteor and the Meteor F3. Of course, I've also now got the Avro Lancaster. To purchase, I don't think it actually tells you how much it costs. Well, tell you what, let's have a quick look at, let's imagine I'm rank 18. There's the F4 Meteor. There's the price to unlock the F4 Meteor at rank 18. Nearly 2 million credits. But that's just to unlock it. Once they're unlocked, you then have to put them into a crew slot, and that's what this number here is. If you see, have a look down, it goes rank, reward, condition, crew training cost. The crew training cost for this thing is 360,000 credits. What's that? Well, I'll just take the Sea Meteor out of service. I'll put, there we go, stick the Mark 16 Spitfire in. And let's say I want to put, let's say I've just bought a Sea Meteor. I've paid nearly 2 million credits for that, and now I want to actually put it in a crew slot. Here we go. It's going to cost me 360,000 credits after I've bought the aircraft, just to put the thing into service. So this is going to start getting expensive. And people often ask, Jingles, stop being such a cheapskate. Why don't you have automatic repairs on? I don't have automatic repairs on because it costs a bloody fortune to buy new aircraft. And you've got to start earning money, or you're not going to be able to afford to put these things into service. So, top tip, take advantage of the fact that you don't have to repair these aircraft automatically. And the way I earn all this cash, I'm sitting here on 683,000 credits. The way I do it is I'll play this lineup until they all get shot down, and then I'll swap them for something lower tier. I'll take the Mark 6, the Mark 2 Spitfire out, and I'll take a rank 6 lineup, and I'll play all of those until they all get shot down. And then I'll do the same with the Americans. And then I'll do the same with the Germans, and I'll do the same with the Japanese, and I'll do the same with the Russians. And by the time I've done that, a lot of these aircraft are repaired for free, and I can play them again. And if the worst comes to the worst, you can always play your reserves because they're repaired automatically, and you can only ever earn money on them. So that's why I play the way I do. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about, and this is going to be quite important, is one of the first things that you're probably going to notice when you log in, actually, is this message window is going to be flashing. And when you click on it, you're going to see the Achievements tab is lit up like a Christmas tree. And you're going to notice that the game is suddenly giving you a metric butt ton of XP and credits for doing nothing. This is the new achievement system. Look at that, 1 million XP, 10,000 credits and 10,000 XP, 50,000 XP, 25,000 XP. Is that 100,000? That is 100,000 XP. You know, what the hell's going on? Well, clicking on your player profile, you've got your profile, logbook, medals, achievements. This is new, and this is very, very important. Depending on how much of the game you've played, for example, if you look at, I'm rank 17, which is going to come as a surprise to some of you, rank 17 in the British Air Force, rank 10 in everybody else, 8 in the Japanese. So let's have a look at the achievement for ranking up in the Japanese, from Pearl Harbor to Okinawa. Yes. You get an achievement now for reaching rank 1 in every nation's Air Force. You get another achievement for reaching rank 5 in every nation's Air Force. Another achievement for reaching rank 12 in every nation's Air Force, and then another achievement for reaching rank 20. And they give you stuff every time you get one of these achievement points. So you can see right now, Japanese Air Force rank 8 of 12. When I reach rank 12 in the Japanese Air Force, they're going to give me 120,000 XP. When I reach rank 20 in the British Air Force, they're going to give me 1 million XP. And this is retrospective. So when this window pops up and you click on it, you're going to see all of the achievements that you have unlocked while you were downloading patch 1.29. And that you're going to find you have a metric butt ton of XP queued up on your free XP bar. And that is basically what allowed me to skip rank 16 in the British Air Force completely and go from 15 to 17, and in one fell swoop unlock 2 Gloucester Meteors and an Avro Lancaster. It doesn't come free. You convert this XP into the various different air forces by paying gold. So you're going to have to spend some money if you want to take advantage of that. But the game's literally throwing XP and credits at you. I mean, and some of them are so... I mean, some of them you're going to have done anyway, just by getting as far as you have. If you've already reached rank 20 in certain air forces, and some of you have, some of you are flying F-86 Sabres and Arado bombers. Where are we? Let's have a look. Master USSR, for example. No, that's not the one. Oh, where is it? Yeah, well, I just looked at one from Great Britain to Berlin, for example. Some of you are going to be rank 20 in certain air forces anyway. Well, that's 1,000,000 XP for every one that you've done. And it's not just 1,000,000 XP for reaching rank 20, it's 120,000 XP added for hitting rank 12, and then rank 5, and then rank 1. And that's all retrospective, so that's all already been awarded to you when you go and log into the game after downloading it. And some of this stuff is easy. What's this? Where am I? Visit the record tables. That's an achievement. Seriously, doing this is an achievement. They give you XP and credits just for clicking that button. You know, some of them are that simple. So have a look at this sort of thing, and have a look at additional stuff. Add a new aircraft to your fleet. Who hasn't done that? Proved as improved. Obtain a modification for any aircraft. Rearmament. Obtain new weapons. I mean, get the expert qualification for 25 crews. All right, that one's going to set you back a bit. But if you've done that anyway, 50,000 credits, 1,000,000 XP. Bang, there you go. Bob's your mother's brother. And that's basically what allowed me to skip from rank 15 to rank 17 in the British Air Force without flying a single mission. I had to pay a bit of cash in order to convert all that XP, but they're just throwing the XP at you. So the achievement system is, it's a welcome. It's a welcome addition, and it's stuff that you're going to be doing anyway, and they're just rewarding you for doing it. So good stuff. Now, the last thing that I wanted to talk about is, it's only really of direct relevance to me and other YouTubers, but indirectly it's going to affect you guys too. The amount of times I've been playing War Thunder and I've had an amazing game, and then I looked up and I realised, crap, I'm not recording. Or something hilarious has happened and I'm not recording. And it's just wasted. And yeah, I could have showed you a War Thunder replay of it, but the War Thunder replays were not very good. There's a reason why of all the War Thunder videos I've put up, only 2 of them are from the replay system. The rest of them are all recorded live, and that's because when you record it live, you get to see the UI. You can actually see what's going on around you. The replays are literally just there for making pretty movies. You know, you can only... Enemy aircraft just appear as specks on the horizon. And I know all the hardcore sim propeller heads are going, God damn it, Jingles, that's the point. That's what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, I know, I'm an arcade noob. I am what I am. And the people who watch my videos, they are what they are as well. We know what we like. We like to be able to see what's going on. So if you can see me breaking left to go after a bandit, you can see why I've broken left to go after a bandit, because you can see what's going on in front of me, instead of having a freeze frame and look for dots. And you couldn't do that in replays. Well, you can now, to an extent. It's not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction. So here is a War Thunder replay. This is the first, actually the very first game that I played in patch 1.29. I unlocked my average. I thought, yes, I've got the lank. Yes, here we go. And it was a ground strike map on Crater. And there it is. Isn't she beautiful? Now that is a bomber. There she goes, special delivery, Avro Lancaster, 4-engine bomber. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be watching this thinking, oh, it's the Lancaster. Oh, please, please, Jingles, tell us it's good. Don't let it go the same way as the Mosquito. Well, watch and draw your own conclusions. It is slow. It's really no faster than the Mark 10 Wellington. It's got a heavier bomb load, and it's not that well armed. It's only got 3 turrets, although the rear turret does have 4 machine guns, but they're only 30 calibers. Same with the top turret, same with the front turret. It has no belly armament whatsoever, but it can carry a very good bomb load by default. Yeah, I think it's something like 18 250 kilo bombs before you unlock anything. So it's not bad. Now, UI. Well, I'm going to press escape, go to controls, and this was always here in the replays. Scroll all the way down at the bottom, and people have been asking, how do I control the camera in the replays? Well, you just have a look at the camera controls, guys. It's right here at the bottom. There are the replay controls. However, one thing is different, and that's this: show markers in replay. By default, it's full stop, or if you're American, period. That's the key for turning on and off the markers, and that's basically enabling some elements of the UI in the replay, as opposed to previous to patch 1.29 where there were no elements of the UIs in the replay whatsoever. And you can see, there you go, enemy base, and these little red and blue dots over there. As I said, it's not exactly the same as watching a proper live recorded game, but it's a step in the right direction. So I'm not going to complain about it too much. And what it does mean is, all those times when I'm having a great game or something hilarious happens, I think, shit, I'm not recording, and it's gone, and I've missed it. It's gone, and you know, waste of time. Well, now if something like that happens and I'm not recording, for one reason or another, I've had a brain fart and forgot to press the record button, I can always go back to the replay and, to an acceptable degree, show you a video of what happened. Don't know where those tail gunners are firing, but they are not shooting at that BF-109G. So my gunners all went full retard. BF-109 shoots my flaps off, and then my plane just disintegrates. So I'm crying as I say this, but the Avro Lancaster is garbage. It really is crap. You know what? The B-17s are no worse. High-level bombers are still garbage. And I mean, I was rank 16 in this one. I didn't have any of the meteors. So basically my Lancaster was dragging me into games full of MiGs. Let me just turn the UI on. There he is. Yeah. Well, there we go. I've just killed a gunner. Yeah, I think you just... that might have been him falling out the side of the aircraft. Yeah, Mark 5C Spitfire. On the tail of a B-17. How difficult do you think it's going to be for me to kill this B-17? I'm just avoiding his fire there. Perhaps it's just that the Lancaster's really, really fragile, and the B-17 can take a beating. Nope. No, he's down as well. That's him screwed. There he goes. So that's how easy it is for... And this is only a Mark 5C Spitfire. There are MiGs in this game. And this is a problem with where the tech trees are at the moment. And this isn't a patch 1.29 thing, this is just a War Thunder thing. You get up to rank 16 in the British Air Force, and your highest level fighter is rank 11 or 12. And your highest level aircraft is a Lancaster. And if you put that Lancaster into your starting lineup, you're going to get into games with jets. And the Lancaster is no good in a game with jets. It's no good in a game with Spitfire Mark 5Cs. No bombers are. Low and mid-tier bombers you can still have a lot of fun with, because they're fast. But these big lumbering things, no. I mean, the Lancaster struggles to get over 250 kilometers per hour. That's how slow it is. Technically it will do over 500 in a dive, but if you're in a dive, you're going down to the fighters. It's never a good idea. But then again, I mean, you know, It doesn't really matter what you do in something like a B-17 or a Lancaster, because the games you're going to get into, there are going to be jets. There are going to be jets. And you can go to whatever altitude you like. They're going to find you. They're going to kill you. They have certainly addressed some of the issues that were plaguing higher tier, or just bomber pilots in general. Oh, come on, die, will you? There you go. There's another B-17 toasted. And it wasn't hard. He just couldn't get away from me. He tried diving to build up speed so he could make an attack run, and nah, didn't do him any good. He could have gone high. There were MiG-15s on the team. They would have picked him off at altitude. You know, it's just suicide. It's absolute suicide, taking a high-level bomber into an arcade battle at the moment. Mid and low-level bombers, yeah, you can have fun. You can still have fun with them. High tiers, no, forget it. Unfortunately, that's just the way things go. They have implemented a sort of combo system, if you like, for kills, which manifests itself more in ground kills, because it's easier to get lots and lots of ground kills in a very short space of time. But you can get, like, I mean, previously you used to get a double strike bonus for getting 2 ground targets, and then a ground win streak of 5. Well, now you can get ground win streaks. I think the highest I've seen is up to 12, and it does definitely allow you to earn a lot of XP and a lot of credits by flying a bomber. No question about it, definitely a step in the right direction. I think that's an ME-163, by the way, that I'm trying to go after. Yes, so you can earn credits and XP in patch 1.29 flying low and mid tier bombers. No problem in arcade battles. High tier bombers in arcade battles, you're just a credit and XP pinata for the enemy team. They just put bullets into you and credits and XP come out for them. Forget it. It's still horribly, horribly broken. For the B-17s and up, that sort of rank and higher, well, you just watch this. They all get slaughtered. You know, they stay high, the MiGs get them. They stay low, the Spitfires get them. You just can't win. And they're not difficult to kill. They're still not difficult to kill. It's good news if you fly fighters, of course. Because, I mean, I've forgotten what rank this thing is. Rank 11? 12? Mark 5C Spitfire? These B-17s, and, you know, these are all 2, 3, 4 tiers higher than me, so I'm just getting all sorts of credits and experience for killing these guys. What about this one? How quickly do you think I can kill him? Yeah, he's not looking too clever, is he? Killed a gunner, set him on fire. Oh, has he killed the fire? I think he has. He's lost an engine, but he's put the fire out. And I'm going out, I don't even know what I'm going after here. I think it was another MiG. Oh, but that B-17 dived to avoid me, and look what he's run into. He's completely screwed. And there we go. I don't know what the hell that was. Some kind of jet. And this is the problem with... The Americans suffer this as well. The Americans in particular, because the Americans' only jet is at rank 20. And between rank 13 and 20, they've pretty much just got a load of bombers. And the P-51D Mustang, I think at rank 13, 15, something like that. So as you rank up past the level where you get your best fighters, which is pretty much rank 10, 11, 12 for the British, all you have left are ground attack aircraft and bombers. And if you put those things into your lineup, all they do is get you into games with jets. So you're taking Spitfires and P-47s up against ME-163s, ME-262s, F-86 Sabres, because your high-level bombers, which are completely useless, drag you into this sort of game. So the Americans in particular suffer from it quite badly because just going from memory, I think you've got the Mustang and then I think one of the King Cobras at rank 11, and that is pretty much it for American fighters until you reach rank 20 and you get the Sabre. They need some more fighters just to balance out the line out, so that so they've got something other than B-17s to put in in games at this sort of level. The British do at least get lots and lots of different versions of the magnificently shit Gloucester Meteor, which is another disappointment. Well, is it the Gloucester Meteor or is it just jets? Because if you like your dogfighting, you don't want to be flying jets. You really, really don't. Hey. Well, any landing you can walk away from. So yeah, the Gloucester Meteor has been a bit... If you play boom and zoom fighters, you're going to love the jets, because you can't really play the jets any other way. I don't know, maybe the MiG-15 actually have some manoeuvrability, I don't know, but certainly the Gloucester Meteor doesn't. From what I've seen, the ME-262 doesn't either. And I'm not really a boom and zoom energy fighter type player. But I'm going to have to be if I want to continue flying rank 17 and up Brits. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. So, anyway, enough doom and gloom. There's a quick... Who am I kidding? There's never anything quick about my videos. But patch 1.29, that's what you can expect to see. Remember to pay attention to those achievements. Have a look and see what you've unlocked. You're going to find there's a lot of free XP sitting waiting to be converted just to help you skip some of those ranks in your favourite air forces. As always, folks, watch your six, and I'll catch you next time.